Hello everyone. In this video I am going to explain about the importance of controllers in a control system, and later on I am going to focus on proportional controller and its working. First of all, see what is the controller and its importance. A controller is a mechanism which seeks to minimize the difference between actual value of system, that is the process variable, and the desired value of system, that is the set point. Okay, now see the importance uses of controllers. First important is controllers improve the steady state accuracy by decreasing the steady state error. Second importance is, as the steady state accuracy improves, the stability also improves. Third importance is, controller also helps in reducing the unwanted offsets produced by the system. Next importance is, controller can be control the maximum overshoot of the system. Next important is, controller can help in reducing the noise signals produced by the system. The sixth important is, controllers can be helped to speed up the slow response of an or damped system. And last one is, the job of the control system is to generate a control input that can be used to drive the uncontrolled system to achieve the desired performance. These are the some importance of the controller in a plant. All controllers have a specific use case to which they are best suited. We cannot just insert any type of controller at any system and expect a good result. There are certain conditions that must be fulfilled. Now see what is meant by proportional controller. As the name suggests, in a proportional controller, the output is directly proportional to the error. If you look at here in this formula, the output is directly proportional to the error. Okay. Kp is a proportional constant, also known as a controller gain. It is recommended that Kp should be kept greater than unity. If the value of Kp is greater than unity, then it will be amplify the error signal, and thus the amplified error signal can be detected easily. Here is the block diagram shows proportional controller fixed before the plant to get the desired output. For a proportional controller, there are two conditions and these are written below. The deviation should not be large, that is, there should be not be a large deviation between input and output, and next one is the deviation should not be sudden. Proportional controllers give an output to the actuator that is a multiple of the error. They respond to the size of the error. When proportional band is too high, a large error is required to make necessary changes. When the proportional band is too low, a small error causes a large change in output that overcompensate. This can send the system oscillating out of control. Small values of proportional band, that is high gain, are usually referred to as a narrow proportional band, whilst low gain is term wide proportional band. Now I will explain proportional controller with unique example. With this you will get knowledge or idea about the stability and steady state error. Suppose we have a simple mass spring damper system. Transfer function for this system is, find out the transfer function. For that, watch my video on mathematical modeling for the mechanical system. This is the transfer function for the given mass spring damper. Now I am going to put these values: mass is equal to 1 kg, damping coefficient is equal to 10, and spring coefficient is equal to, or stiffness is equal to 20, and force applied on this is 1 Newton. Okay, so the new transfer function is this. First of all, find the response of system by considering open loop system. Suppose this is my open loop system. I am going to find out the response for this. For that, with the help of SCOS module of Scilab, I am trying to find the response curve for a unit step input. Okay, the input is a unit step. Here I have drawn open loop system with the help of SCOS module of Scilab. This is the setting I have made. If you run this, you can observe the curve here, response curve. The DC gain of the plant transfer function is 1 by 20. So 0.05 is the final value of the output to a unit step input. This corresponds to a steady state error of 0.95, which is quite large. Furthermore, the rise time is about 1 second and the settling time is about 1.5 second. Let's design a controller that will reduce the rise time, reduce the settling time, and eliminate the steady state error. Okay. Now observe the response of system by adding the proportional controller. Here I am going to add the proportional controller before the plant. Here I have added proportional controller before the plant. Let us find transfer function now. For this I am going to find out the transfer function. Here we get the transfer function in terms of k, that is the proportional gain. Now to find out the value of kp, I am going to use Routh-Hurwitz criteria. By using Routh-Hurwitz criteria, I am going to find out the value of k or a range of k. From this transfer function, we get the characteristic equation. Now with the help of this characteristic equation, I am going to build the Routh array. So though I get the value of k. This is the Routh table. If you solve this, you get the value of k greater than 200. Okay. Now I am going to put the value of kp greater than 200 to check the response. So let us put the value of kp is equal to 300 and check the response curve. This plot shows the proportional controller reduces both the rise time, steady state error, increase the overshoot, and decrease the settling time by a small amount. Let us check if I put the proportional gain, that is value of kp less than 200. See curve even not touches to the given set input. Okay, so that we have to first of all check the value of kp or proportional gain, okay, for the given transfer function. Now let us discuss some advantage of proportional controller. First advantage is the proportional controller helps in reducing the steady state error, thus make the system more stable. Slow response of over damped system can be made faster with the help of this controller. Now let us see disadvantage of proportional controller. Now there are some serious disadvantages of this controller, and these are: due to presence of this controller we get some offset in a system. If you look at here, even though if you are going to use the more higher value of kp, we continuously observe here offset here. Proportional controllers also increase the maximum overshoot of the system. These are some disadvantages. Now where you can prefer the proportional controller. The proportional controller used in a simple temperature measurement to prevent extreme conditions of boiling and freezing, and also in processes where large load changes are unlikely or with moderate to small process lag time. Okay, these are the some applications of proportional controller. Watch my more videos on PID controller and tuning. Thanks for watching this video.